Kristin and welcome to another Total Rehaul. If you are new to Total Rehaul, first of all, welcome. Second of all, this is a video where I go back to a haul, pull all the products, see what I think, what I don't think, that sort of thing. Lots of people are doing these sort of videos now. I think they are super helpful. But there are a couple people that I saw doing them first, like Kirsten from It's Kirsten and Crystal from Miss Crystal Makeup. Others are escaping me at this point, but I did not come up with this concept, but I really like doing it. Now it's been quite a few months since I did one of these, so I'm a little bit behind in my hauls. I may have a couple of these, like I may do one again in 2 weeks if you guys want to see that. It does seem to me that people appreciate these videos, so I just kind of got out of my normal schedule. Anyway, so this was a haul from February, shortly after my birthday. And so there are a couple kind of birthday sort of things in here, but let's just go ahead and get started. What's funny is that when I clicked on the video to watch it and look back to see what I had hauled, I was like, what is on my nails? It was really pretty. And that was the first thing that I talked about, actually. So this was from Sinful Colors, and it's a color called Folly. Really, really pretty. By the way, I will list it below. On my nails is still that Kiko 812 that I had, but I put over the top to grab it. The 9-0 top coat in Holo all the things. It's a holographic top coat. So I just want to, I will list it below, but just so in case you're wondering. Okay. Moving on. So the Sinful Colors, I really like these polishes. I've said that in the past. I really enjoy, I think the formula for the most part, obviously every line has its studs, but it's really nice. You know, all polishes on my natural nails chip like crazy. It's just the way my natural nails are. But I really like this. I love the color. When I pull it out, I'm like, ooh, I realize it's not the right time of year, but I kind of want to put this on my nails. Just saying. The next thing, I still don't know about this. This is the HK Girl Glisten and Glow Fast Drying and Super Shiny Clear Top Coat. So I've used this a couple of times. I don't understand. It does not dry for me like everybody that I heard talk about this said, oh, it's just as good as Seche Vite. It dries really quickly, you know, better for you. And I was all about supporting, you know, an independent, what do they call them? An indie. I was also all about supporting an indie versus like a bigger company like Seche Vite, but I don't know. This does not dry fast for me at all, and that's what I need in a top coat. So I don't know. It's definitely shiny, and if I leave it for a long period of time, then it will do what, you know, it's a great top coat, but it's not fast drying in my opinion. Maybe I got a bad batch? I don't know. Next on there, I had talked about how Mary from A Love Tart had suggested to me the OPI Crystal Nail Files. I love these. I think this even has shown up in a favorites of mine. I can't remember for sure, but I'm fairly certain you'll be seeing it at the end of the year. But this is the one from OPI, and it's just a crystal file. And I had heard from lots of people over the years that crystal files were the best, but I never really found one that I loved. This is awesome. I bought one to have here at my house. I have one at my desk at work, and then I actually bought one to give to a friend. I really like these. Hopefully I can find them to link again for you below. I think I got mine on Amazon, if I remember right, but not that it matters. I'll find it. Really, really nice. Not super expensive, I didn't think, and better for your nails from what nail people tell me. I'm not a nail person by any means, but I did feel like it just was a little more gentle, but got the job done quicker, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, a couple of things on this list, and I have my list right here to the left in case you're wondering. I always print things out. I'm more of a give me a piece of paper girl than read it off my phone kind of girl. Anyway, Joico Body Luxe shampoo, I purchase that all the time. I don't have one, I don't think, currently in my stash. I might. I can't remember for sure, but I've talked about that shampoo and conditioner to death. I just think they're really, really great. And I buy them either on sale at Ulta or at TJ Maxx, because TJ Maxx always has that. It's the green bottle. It just works really well for my very fine but lots of it sort of hair. Well, I don't know that I can say lots of it much anymore. At any rate, it works well for my fine hair and really does seem to give me extra body. The next one was a fail for me, and I know it showed up in a fails and I returned it. It was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I know lots of people love it. I kind of think it's pretty split on this. Either you love it or you don't like it at all. I don't really know many people that were kind of in the middle of it, but I don't know. It didn't do for me what Fix Plus does for me or the Makeup Forever spray. I don't know. I just didn't do anything for me. I tried it before. I tried it after. it just, for me, didn't work. So I think it's just one of those things that's very personal to your skin and your skin type, whether it works for you or not. The next thing I used up, and I want to buy more, but I am kind of trying to work through the things that I have, and that's the Sebastian Whipped Cream. It was a mousse, and it worked really well when I was leaving my hair naturally curly. I talked about that quite a bit. The Not Your Mother's Mousse, I think that's what it is, Not Your Mother's Mousse, from the drugstore. It's also a whipped sort of cream. I'll link both of them below so you know what I'm talking about. That one is also really, really good and less expensive. So it's not quite as good as the Sebastian, but it's a little bit less expensive and maybe more easily accessible. All right. So the next thing that I have was the Real Technique sculpting brush. And so that looks like this. And I do like this brush. I like the Real Techniques original line, the ones that have like the pink and the gold and the purple handles. I did not like the Bold Metals ones at all. I didn't feel like those worked so well for me. But this is a nice brush. I don't think it's a must-have by any means, but I've been starting to play a little bit with those Smashbox contour sticks, and so I've kind of been using this to blend out those to see if it works for that. But it works better, in my opinion, for cream products, or you can use it to apply foundation, that sort of thing. I don't like it with powder products very much. I feel like it's just a little bit too dense for powder products, but it is a nice brush. The next one is a product actually that I have kind of on my use it up list, not because I don't like it, but just because I wanted to be using a powder I did like, if that makes sense. This is filthy dirty, but it's the Smashbox Photo Filter Creamy Powder Foundation in the number 2. Now I do have to say this. I feel like all of a sudden this is a little bit too dark for me. So I'm not sure what I'm doing as far as, I may put it away for now and pull it back out in the summer when I have a little bit more color, but that's what I love this powder. This is absolutely one of my favorites of the year. I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you, but it's just a really nice, again, I'm not sure why I'm swatching because I'm not sure you'll really be able to see anything, but I use it with a fluffier brush or like a Sephora 55. It adds some coverage and it doesn't make you look cakey. It really kind of is creamy and sort of blends into the skin. I really like it. I've been very, very impressed with it, and I like it with most foundations, most BB creams, that sort of thing. I don't like it with everything, and in fact right now I have a different kind of combo that I'm loving that I'll talk about. I mean, I'll tell you at the end of the video, but I'll talk about it in my favorites this month too probably. But this is a nice powder. If you're looking for one that adds a little more, and it's not, I mean, it's not as expensive as some of the other ones. It's still, you know, I would call it probably a mid-range sort of price, but if you're looking for one to add some coverage but not make you look cakey, especially as we head into drier months, you might want to give this one a shot. I really, really like that one. All right, the next thing was the birthday kit from NARS, and it had 2 of their lip pencils and then the larger than life eyeliner in Via Veneto. That I gave to my niece. I cleaned out a bunch of my black eyeliners a while back because I just had too many. And then there were 2 lipsticks. You can tell which one. Well, this actually is in my Use It Up, and this is in the one Rakugian. So it looks like that. And this is just a great everyday throw in your purse. You barely need a mirror to put that one on. I love this. And I can't tell what finish it is. I'll link it below for you, but I mean, I don't know what they call it. I can tell you that it has a little bit of a gloss to it, and I really like that. And let me just see. It's a satin lip pencil. I had it on my list. So it's a satin lip pencil. Then the other one was a velvet lip pencil in Cruella. I've not worn this very much at all. I don't know. Probably because I don't tend to wear reds like that unless it is the holidays. So I'll probably pull this out this holiday. But I like these. I really have enjoyed the Rakugian, quite frankly. But I can't speak too much to the one in Cruella. I feel like the one time that I did wear it, that I remember wearing it, was a little bit drying, but I can't say that. I shouldn't even say it because I'm not positive. All right, I had purchased a full size of the Marc Jacobs liner in Blacker. I don't know how much I have left in here. I'm scared if I turn it up I won't be able to turn it back down, but you guys know I really like this. And okay, so let's talk about these for a minute. I know that they pulled a bunch of the colors, and actually I had purchased 2 when I did that meetup at Sephora. I can't remember when this was, but I purchased one in this beautiful green color. It was in Peridot, and then this one in navy. And these ones are a little bit dry, I have to say, and I understand that they had a bad batch or whatever, pulled them all, and they're slowly coming back in stock. I'm not really sure, but I fell in love with the holiday kit last year. I didn't get the holiday kit this year because I was afraid of the whole something's going wrong with their formula, but it does sound like they've got it fixed. This one is amazing. I absolutely love Blacker, and I never heard anybody have an issue with Blacker. It was the other shades I think that there were issues with, but love this. So glad that I have it. I was gonna say so glad that I have it in my life. That's a little bit dramatic, but I do really like it. All right, the next thing was the Tartist palette, right? Tartlet palette? No, Tartlet palette. And this is their all matte palette. I'm giving consideration to doing kind of the palettes that I have that are all matte, maybe like a discussion video, but I think this maybe made it into favorites one month. I can't remember. I really like this palette. These mattes are very, very nice. And you can barely tell. All you can tell that I've used for sure is this one because the Tarte is just, you know, the word Tarte is just about gone off of there, but it's a nice palette. I enjoy, believe it or not, and because normally I lean more towards warm colors, I really like this row right here, which is very cool. But this is a nice palette. I would highly recommend this. I don't know if I'm going to get the second one. I don't know. I need to watch some more reviews on what people think of it because it looks like it's not all that unique, but there are 3 shimmer shades in it. I don't know. If you have an opinion on the second Tarte one, let me know. The next thing I had on there was the NARS Narcissist Dual Intensity Palette. That for me was a huge fail. I know I'm like in the super minority on that, but those bad boys creased on me in a hot minute, and I returned that palette. They were beautiful shades. Some of them. I remember like the blue didn't show up very well and that sort of thing, but at any rate, I know people love them. I just am not one of them, and they creased on me, and that went back. The next thing, however, was not a fail, and this, I think this is still available. I think so. I know there's a new one out, but, so this is the Smashbox Masterclass Palette 3. This is amazing. When I pulled this out, I'm like, how have I not talked about this before? Because I don't think I've done a review. I know I didn't do a 4 looks 1 palette. So mostly because there's so many shades in here, I didn't think 4 looks would be quite enough. But all right, I just looked it up because I wanted to be sure. This is still available, which is really good. And there's a new one similar to this that came out for the holidays, and I saw Emily review it, and she didn't seem as enthused about that one as she has always been about this one. So I think if you were going to give one of them a look, my suggestion based on what Emily thought is this one. So in case you haven't seen this one before, it says 2 sides to it. These sides do pull off if you wanted to do that and just travel with that. This plastic thing, however, which I'll show you in a second, is not attached to the bottom. So if you travel with it, I'd probably put a rubber band around it or something. But so the plastic comes up like this, and then you have all your shades. So I have used this side way more than I've used this side, clearly. And this is what I'm wearing today, actually. But, okay. Bring it together. First of all, I want to say that the highlight in this is really nice. This is the perfect highlight that's not shimmery. It's just going to highlight, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a kabam in your face sort of highlight. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's what I have today. It just really brings wherever you put it forward like you want it to. The contour and bronze shades are also very, very nice. And from what I understand from Emily, these are those shades are, by the way, Emily is Emily Noel 83. In case you are not familiar with who she is, I will link her below. These 3 shades here are what's in their little kit that you can buy. And this highlight is amazing. Clearly, because I can't stop talking about it. So all of these shades are really, really nice. The shimmers have some really nice pigmentation to them, as well as the mattes. I mean, they're just, I can't hold this and swatch at the same time. So those are the 3 that I just swatched. I don't know why. Well, these 2 I'm wearing today on my eyes. But they're just very, very nice. There's like everything you could possibly want in this palette. The only thing that it doesn't have, in my opinion, it doesn't, so I'll kind of explain myself. So it has like for transition color, it has this Sumatra right here, which is more like a warmish sort of soft brown shade from MAC. I like something a little bit cooler, and so I will use this contour shade as a cooler. Not always, but when I want a cooler transition shade, that's what I use. I really like it. I have not played very much in this side, as I've said. The blushes, however, are very nice. Today I have Rosy on, which is, this is tricky. It's just this one right here. I love this palette. I don't know why I haven't talked about it more. And I've used it actually a bunch this month. It may show up in my favorites this month. It may show up at the end of the year. Who knows? The next thing that I had was 2 palettes that I had purchased from Cam Cosmetics. They were a limited edition for spring, summer. So one for sure was limited edition for spring. And one is permanent. That's right. Okay. Let me get my act together here. So this is Serenity at Sunset, and this I believe was limited edition. I'm not sure if any of them are yet available. I'll try to list below for you guys if I can find out. But just beautiful, beautiful shades. The colors truly are like a sunset. You think more in your head of like golds and bronzes, burgundies, like you know what I mean? Like you think more like that when you think about a sunset. But if you really look, they're really more like these shades. I've noticed that since getting that palette. And then the other one I've worn this one a bunch because I really dig that shade right there. But this is the one in Better Minds, and this I believe is permanent in their line. I love those. I've talked, you know, ad nauseum about the Cam Cosmetics eyeshadows. They wear for me better than anything else. They apply better than anything else. Just my favorites. All right. What's funny is that I have on here Revlon tweezers. It was one that I purchased for my office, like to have in my little makeup bag. And then I talked about a bunch of times about whether I should do a video on what I have in my desk at work. And I did end up doing that video, and you guys, because a lot of you guys really wanted to see it. So I will link that below for you in case you are new and happen to have missed that one. But the Revlon tweezers, it's fine. It's because it's just for my desk. But overall, the ones that I have, and I have these here because I use them now for applying lashes. These were horrible. These were the ultimate ones that I had purchased before. They were horrible. They were dull within like a month. Ridiculous. Apparently I felt the need to show you guys my Travel Crest 3D white toothpaste, which I like, but now I prefer the Arm & Hammer. You guys probably, if you've watched my empties videos, you are familiar with the fact that I'm an Arm & Hammer girl now. The Neutrogena Travel Makeup Wipes, I really like those as well. I've used those quite a bunch. There goes the bus. And then I'm not sure why I kept this towards the end of the video, but the Sonia Kashuk number 103, which is a medium shader brush. I do like this. I bought this because I like the 106 so much. I think it was the 106, the smaller one. This one is a little fluffier than I like for, you know, like a base shadow brush or a lay down brush, whatever you'd like to call it. It does kind of work if you want to put a very precise sort of, you know, my little stamp method where you stamp the shade, turn it, and then stamp it again, and then blend it out with another brush. So it's nice. It's not my favorite brush by any means, but it's a nice brush. It works. And then the last thing was my birthday present to myself. And this is the Kilian Straight to Heaven by Kilian White Crystal. I still think that is how you say it. It's this really beautiful bottle. So you can, hopefully you can see, this is about as much as I've used it. So I've used a good amount of it. What I found out is that I didn't like this in the summer. On me, I didn't like it mixed with my body chemistry when it was warmer out, but I've started wearing it probably about a month ago, and it's actually on my list to talk about for my favorites this month. It's gonna be kind of a boring favorites if I'm talking about all the same things, but I love this. So yeah, really, really happy with this purchase. I probably would purchase it again, although once I use it, I'll probably want to try something else because, you know, that's just how we are, right? Human nature. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this. On my face today, I have the Pond's BB Cream, and then I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Mineral Rich Loose Powder Makeup in Intensity 1 over the top of that. As I said, I have this rosy blush from the palette on my cheeks today. And on my eyes, I have Sienna, which is this shade right here. And then, and then Sumatra. Oh, I think I called this one is Nude, by the way, before I called that Sumatra. This one is Sumatra. And then I have a little bit of the contour shade in my crease. And I just have the sleek Ooh La La liner in black. And I think that is everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this rehaul. Like I said, I hope you don't mind. I may have a few kind of, you know, I may be doing them every 2 weeks or so until I get a little bit caught up and can go back to one a month. So at any rate, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you again for watching. If you are in the States, I'm wishing you the happiest of Thanksgiving and time with your family. If you're not, I just hope that you're having a great one. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.